another chance to watch some baseball here in Hickory, North Carolina here in 2025 for App State baseball. We've moved back to LP Franz Stadium for this Sunday, and we will conclude this three-game weekend series. It's the rubber match between Gardner-Webb and App State after the thrilling Saturday of baseball we saw in Boone. A 16-14 win for Gardner-Webb denies him that opportunity, but it might be the best way to go. Ilgen Fritz up in the count here, 2-0. Harris deals. This one snagged at third by Figueroa. That's one. That's two. A double play to end the road second. 5-4-3. That'll wipe Francis and Ilgen Fritz, and that's the way to play defensively for the Mountaineers, keeping this game scoreless. They handle Francis his first time up and then turn a double play. Home second is next, scoreless. No runs, hits, or errors yet. Home second on the way on AppStateSports.com and AppVision.
Does have a couple extra base hits in the series, but no runs driven in off his bat.
1-2 pitch driven in to left field off the bat of Correa. Will be held to a leadoff single here in the home second, but as you can see, Juan Correa likes LP Franz Stadium. He can just hit around here.
First hit of the game for both sides there. Correa just placed that one into shallow left field there, right between shortstop Cannell and the third baseman Ilgen Fritz of the running Bulldogs. Nicely placed hit there.
That's his 10th base hit of the year here in Hickory. To go along with what Dylan mentioned earlier, all the home runs, he owns 4 homers here in Hickory, but that was his 10th hit period moments ago here at LP Franz. Here's Braxton Church, count 1-0. Church bats 5th.
DH for the day is Church.
Yeah.
Getting half the day off as Smiley gets to start behind the plate for the Mountaineers. But Church has been doing pretty well for himself with the bat. 3 for 5 yesterday with 2 RBIs driven in.
One pitch is fouled away off the bat of Church.
Yeah, that was just foul. Almost snuck in between the bag and first baseman Carter there, but just a little too far to the right.
Braxton's gotten better as the weekend has gone along. Senior from North Wilkesboro, right on the way up to Boone. 421, Gardner-Webb on a Friday. It's Braxton Church. See how this one fares, and it will stay fair off the bat of Church, and that is a double. He snuck that in to the smallest amount of fair territory right at the bottom, at the very right of the right field wall, and Church owns a double, and that is his 7th two-bagger of the season.
Just dropped it right in the right field corner, right next to the wall, too.
Third appearance of the season here in Hickory. 2-2 pitch. Moquin charging in is Lawson Knight. It's going to drop between Knight and Cannell. And Correa will score. Sliding and safe at second is Moquin. And runners are still at second and third, but App State leads this one 1-0 as Correa benefits from Moquin finding the spot.
Found the spot right there in shallow center field in no man's land. That's been trouble all weekend for both these teams, and Moquin just dropped it right in between 3 defenders for the running Bulldogs. A perfectly placed and timely hit out of the freshman. Gets the first run on the board for the Mountaineers. Well done by Moquin. Just placed it perfectly out there in the outfield.
Give Moquin a single and getting to second on that throw. So
you got to get as many as you can.
2-2 pitch. Lichtenberger trying to do just that, and he does. This one not quite rolling to the wall. Lichtenberger has a double. That drives in Moquin, and the Mountaineers own 3 runs in the home second over Gardner-Webb.
Lichtenberger just took it the other way, and it kept carrying out there into left center field. Almost got that RBI double.
2-2. That gets through. Figueroa, redemption. Lichtenberger will score. 4-0. App State. All of them here in the home second. As the top of the order comes through for the Mountaineers, and they're off to a rollicking start on this Sunday in Hickory, North Carolina.
They sure are, Corey, and there was no doubt that one was fair. As the second pass, the shortstop and third baseman of Gardner-Webb, Cannell.
Rosal.
That was after Rosal misplayed a couple balls out there in left.
And Morgan. This ball blasted off the top of the right field wall, out of the reach of Luft, and that is a two-out double for Aaron Morgan, who is in scoring position. First hit on this cool Sunday in Hickory for Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, first hit for the running Bulldogs, and that one just kept slicing out into right and out of the range of Luft, who kind of crashed into the wall a little bit trying to get that ball as it just kept sailing over his head. Quick recovery out of him to limit it to a double, because Morgan was thinking about rounding second and trying for a triple, but held up after Luft was able to get that ball in relatively quickly.
Morgan picks up his third double of the season. He actually did see time on a Friday. Lawson Knight up, and first pitch he sees, sharply hits it into left field. Play at the plate, safe is Morgan. Out of the reach, just barely a Smiley, and this is a 4-1 game.
Excuse me, Smiley and some of this defense went out to talk with him about this at-bat, because you do not want him to be up to the plate with runners on.
Cannell will get it through the middle. That'll drive home one, and now two. Both runners will plate. Knight followed by Carter, and Cannell, two-run RBI single straight up the gut. And now this is a 4-3 game. Here are the running Bulldogs almost answering the bell completely. App State's 4 runs in the home second. Gardner-Webb getting 3 of them back here in the road third.
And that was just ripped it right up the middle.
I see a good pitch to hit all day. 3-1. It's not a homer, but Dale Francis Jr. will collect another RBI. That one an RBI single. Seems like pretty light work for Francis, but it does tie the game. That'll drive home Cannell from second. So the big RBI weekend for Dale Francis Jr. continues. Get ready for this. That is his 15th RBI of the weekend. You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised as to the fact Harris did go and challenge him on that 3-1 pitch. They had a base open, and it's 2 outs. Really well in this fourth.
2-2 to Capozzi, and Everett Harris. He's fired up. He's going to have a whole lot of energy heading back to that App State dugout. He's got 4 strikeouts, and finally someone puts an end to this run of offense. 8-4 lead for App State. Harris with authority will send the Mountaineers to the home fourth next on AppStateSports.com and AppVision.
Against the running Bulldogs.
Dylan Moquin. That's going to be another single. It's going to move along Zamora. He was already quick anyway out of the starting gates. Gets to third, so Dylan Moquin, that is 3 appearances up, 3 singles. Still has that RBI back in the second. It's App State's 10th base hit of the game. Put him at the corners with 2 outs here in the home fourth.
Good hit there by Moquin, just hitting another one to right field.
Two. Cannell, that's a base hit. Knight scores. Carter slides, safe at third. Getting to second is Cannell. This is now an 8-5 game as Knight plates. That means runners now at second and third for Dale Francis Jr. with still 2 outs to play with for Gardner-Webb here in the 5th as they draw to within 3.
With that sweeper, he's got a changeup and traditional fastball as well, but all of his stuff is electric. The only guy on the Mountaineer staff to not allow an earned run this season.
Fisher looking for back-to-back. 1-2 pitch getting Macias.
93 miles an hour on that pitch. What a job by Jordan Fisher.
Fisher bringing the heat on a cool day in Hickory. Back-to-back Ks to get App State out of the road fifth. One run pushed across by Gardner-Webb in that inning. It's an 8-5 lead for the Mountaineers. Home fifth next, AppStateSports.com and AppVision.
Just barely missed clipping the bottom of the zone there. Did Fisher. He's been able to spot up really well.
Nick Capozzi backing up is Kramer. That's off the wall and left. Capozzi will have a double. That one bounces its way past the second base bag where Zamora was. Capozzi puts an end to the dominant Jordan Fisher for the moment, but it did stay inside of LP Friends.
Yeah, that's one of the dangers of going up against somebody with high velocity, is that if you make contact, they can go a long way. And Capozzi almost sent one out of here, but it just bounced off the bottom of the wall. Limited it to an not RBI double, but 2-out double, excuse me. His first hit of the day. So Gardner-Webb's got somebody on in scoring position with 2 outs here.
Capozzi. That double, his first of the season for the Columbus, North Carolina redshirt senior. Aaron Morgan up. Now Morgan doubled in the third. That's a strike from Fisher. Ball and a strike. 2 gone here. Top of inning 6. App State's lead 8-5, and they're trying to keep it that way before we get to the home portion of the inning. 1-1 to Morgan. And misses 2-1.
Really the first big miss we've seen out of Fisher is on that sweeper that's just bounced in the dirt. Aside of that, he's been fully locked in pretty much.
Aaron Morgan, that's a base hit, shallow center field. Capozzi rounds third and will score 8-6. That's the score here in the top of the 6th inning as Morgan comes through with 2 outs and an RBI single. Ray at 1 for 3, singled in the second. Ribby in the third on the ground out, struck out in the fourth. Correa, dangerous hitter, LP Friends, and Guzman knows that, walks him.
Walks him on 4 pitches, 4 really non-competitive pitches too. They'll go out and talk with Guzman. You said he sits at around 93 to 96, right?
Yeah, that's what Chester told us.
Yeah, his fastball has only been maxed out at 90 to 91, and his control has been a little erratic. So I think Jim Chester's taken note of that just about as quickly as we have, and he's signaling to the bullpen right now. He just gave the point down there, down the right field line, and it looks like Gardner-Webb will, in fact, make a pitching change here.
It looks like that is Jarek Hobb. It's Hobb. We'll see him again for a quick turnaround for him. That's what it looks like. Pitching change when we come back. There are no outs here in the home 6th. Braxton Church is up. App State with 2 runners on AppStateSports.com and AppVision.
Looks to take the double play out of effect if he's trying to advance into scoring position.
That is going to get to the stop. Macias never even got a glove on it. Zamora will score. It's a 9-7 lead for App State. They take advantage of the errant ball from Hobb to his battery mate Macias.
Yeah, that pitch was nowhere close.
Gray, a little hitting streak going of his own. Able to extend that streak to 7 straight games with that single back in the second. 2-2 pitch. And again, it's up to Cannell to try to start an inning-ending double play. He does. 6-4-3 as Correa grounds into it. And Cannell able to make the play that time, no problem, because the connection was on the other side. We are through 7, 9-7 lead for App State over Gardner-Webb, taking it to the 8th next on AppStateSports.com and AppVision. Come on, Maddie, from the Gardner-Webb dugout. Now the 1-2, Liam Best has back-to-back strikeouts to begin the top of the 8th.
It's really just this middle to bottom of the order, 5, 6, 7 for Gardner-Webb that has yet to get anything going. Macias 0 for 4, Ogenfritz now 0 for 4, and Tanner Thomas, who struggled mightily in the 2 games he's played in, 0 for 3 on the day. Got to get something going here because this is a 2-run game, and if Gardner-Webb can find a way for these guys to get going, it'll be even closer.
Lichtenberger, the tag by Correa gets Thomas as he drops to 0 for 4, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Best. 2 pitch, runner going, that's Church. And Church is safe without a throw from Macias. In scoring position as App State looks for that good old insurance.
Ball on Moquin as well, so it counts now even at 2-2. Good take there by Moquin, taking all the way. I think Macias might have been thrown off by Moquin taking. Maybe thought it would have been a hit run because he didn't even think about throwing that one down.
Next to Church with that stolen base. His first of the season. App State's second stolen base of the game. 3-2, full count pitch coming now. Moquin from Devin Presley. There it is, and Moquin will tap it down into left field for a base hit. Now that throw in from left by Morgan's going to hold Church, who has seemingly been held up a lot at third base today before eventually having his chance to come home. Put him at the corners, no outs, home 8. Top of the 9th. App State leads 9-7. They've got 9 runs off of 13 base hits. Gardner-Webb 7 runs off of 8 base hits. 3 combined errors, 1 for Gardner-Webb, 2 for App State. That's the line score so far. Each team combined for 8 total runs in the third. Since then, things have been a bit quieter. Gardner-Webb has outscored App State since that time, 3-1. But now here's Nick Posey, who's 1 for 3. To lead off the top of the 9th. He doubled in inning 6. Liam Best out here trying to shut the door.
Yeah, Liam Best has got to throw his best pitches here in this top of the 9th to protect the 2-run lead and get App State this series win. He closed out a game here in Hickory on the 22nd against the UMass Lowell Riverhawks when he threw an inning and struck out 1 in that appearance to win that game for the Mountaineers in what would eventually be a series sweep. So he's looking to replicate that performance here and send App State fans home happy with the win.
Yep, right back to Boone before season continues on Tuesday. Gardner-Webb play East Carolina Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Fayetteville, North Carolina at Segra, home of the Woodpeckers. 1-2 pitch, and that is a strikeout. Capozzi, a victim of Liam Best, who has 3 Ks. That's the way to start the top of the 9th.
Yeah, great off-speed pitch there by Best off the outer portion of the plate to get the swing and miss.
Yeah, Knight's been good, trying to produce more 2-out magic here. Best versus him. Lawson Knight, Kramer, after it, no problem. John Kramer there for the 3rd and final out as App State wins the game and the series. A 9-7 win on this Sunday in Hickory, and the Mountaineers have it over the Running Bulldogs. This was still somewhat of a shootout, not the craziness of last night, Dylan, when it was 16-14, the final for Gardner-Webb. We came back here today. We thought we might have something after the first 3 innings when we had a combined 12 total runs at that point. After that, though, we only had 4 combined the rest of the way, and the Mountaineers win it 9-7, and they are now 6-5 on the season.
Yeah, big series win for the Mountaineers after the theatrics of yesterday.